Seyi Law speaks on politics and comedy industry. Comedian Seyi Law has shared his thoughts on the role of politics in the lives of entertainers and the future of Nigerian comedy on the global stage. Speaking with HipTV, Seyi Law said his political involvement has shaped his journey. He admitted that politics often affects a comedian's fan base but stressed its importance. Politics is a dangerous territory. It definitely will affect your fan base because it affects mine. But the truth is everybody should be involved in politics, he said. The comedian explained that accountability should be a priority for entertainers. He added that rather than joining the political bandwagon blindly, individuals should ask the right questions. Seyi Law also recalled how he supported a candidate during the last elections, a decision that drew criticism but strengthened his conviction. Everybody should be involved in politics. It shaped my life and it will shape yours. Get involved, he urged. Currently serving as the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Seyi Law noted that his political journey has not always been easy, especially when critics mocked him for his stance. However, he emphasized that having different opinions should not be mistaken for division.
Well, politics is a dangerous terrain, whether you like it or not. You come out boldly in politics and it definitely will affect your fan base, and it really affected mine. But the truth is, everybody should be involved in politics. Everybody should be involved in politics. I'll tell you something. Prior to the last election, I've been very vocal, and people saw it as a voice for the ordinary people, because it sounded like being anti-government. And so they felt it was a voice for them. But the truth is, it's a voice of reason, not a voice just for people. Because you need to understand and be able to differentiate it. Politics affect every sphere of your life. Your refusal to get involved means you're living your life to chance, to other people who might make decisions that will not go well for you. I remember I've been involved in protests, in the 2012 protests, even prior to that time. I'm always very vocal. I tell people that I remember when we did the sensitization for the BRUT when it was going to start. I was one of the comedians who was on that sensitization project, in 2000, far back as 2007. In 2012, when everybody was clamoring for fuel subsidy removal, I said, I'm not against fuel subsidy removal, but how are we sure that the corruption that has lingered in the government at that time would not also affect what will be saved from the fuel subsidy removal? And those are the questions that I wanted people to ask. Accountability, not just join the bandwagon of political followership without asking the right question. And I also remember in 2017, was it 2016 or 17? Yeah, where we protested, concerning electricity and the lack of performance by the government. So at that time when I did that, it kind of got me in blacklisted, But that is not the issue. In 2023, I decided to support a different candidate from the popular candidate. And people felt that I was too vocal about it. And one of the questions that I always ask them, if I was speaking for your candidate, would you say I was too vocal? Would you say I'm being too vocal? And the answer has always been the same, no. So you should be able to separate your own opinion from my opinion. You should be able to, engage people without insult. You don't come on somebody's opinion and start raining insult. If you want to debate, you're in this disagreement with an opinion, you say, oh, I disagree with you, and this is the reason why I disagree with you. And then the person can also tell you that this is the reason why I believe this is right. Then we can get involved in a discussion and we allow the greater argument to win. Not that everybody, you start threatening people's life because they have a different opinion from yours. That's not it. Everybody should be able to get involved in politics. Politics shape my life, it shapes your life. So get involved. I'm the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Dr. Lucky Ayedatiwa. Prior to that appointment, I remember there was a time, which is one of the videos that was resuscitated from 2020, just because people wanted to mock me for not supporting their candidate. And I'm just looking at it. You had to go this far to bring a 5-year-old video to present it as something new because you don't agree with my opinion. It's silly, you know. Prior to the video of my auntie dying, I'd always been vocal about my state, my local government, talking about the deplorable state of the road, the lack of electricity. And then my auntie died, and you know, that particular video went viral. And over the years, in my interaction with government, I've been able to speak up for my people, and the place that wasn't electrified for over almost 15 years, electricity has been restored by the current governor. Most of the roads within the local government have been fixed. The general hospital that I complained about is receiving rehabilitation like about other 103 basic health facilities that are receiving the same rehabilitation. So it means my voice was heard. And one of the men from our group called the Elijah Development Summit Group is the current Commissioner for Health. So that shows you if I had kept quiet, we probably might not have seen the change that we're seeing right now. So get involved, speak up, make the demand to the right people.
On the growth of Nigerian comedy globally, Seyi Law urged comedians to embrace English in their craft to reach global audiences. We shouldn't totally change our style, but we should bring comedy done in spoken English into the business so that we can take it to more global audiences. With a better use of English language, the sky is just the beginning, he concluded.
I think we need to bring, we shouldn't totally change our style, but we need to bring more comedy done with spoken English into the business, so that we can take it to a more global audience. You know, people are listening to us, but with better use of English language, we'll be there. I think one of the guys that is doing a great job in that regard is SLK, and he's got about 2 specials on Netflix. And so it's amazing to see. And so not all of us are so privileged to be able to speak so well. But then, you know, we're going to get the global reach. You know, our guys are good. I think we only need the industry to expand where we can now give certain people certain role to perform, where we have comedy script writers, joke writers, and other stuff.